Next mega board. Steve Sarkisian has no plans to give up play calling duties. That's from Inside Texas. That's a story by Evan Veith on Inside Texas. And Steve Sarkisian talked about this week at his press conference and gave his reasoning for it. He said, hey, that's why they hired me. It's what I'm good at. It's what makes me special, which I've always felt like if you are a good play caller and it is the thing that makes you special, that you should call plays. And, we talked a lot about the situation with Billy Napier at Florida, how they wanted him to hire a play calling offensive coordinator, but he wasn't good at calling plays. Like his tenure at Florida, over time, he did not have any years where he was really good at calling plays. Steve Sarkisian has had years at Texas as the head coach where he was not just a good play caller, but sometimes a great play caller. Not in the red zone. I don't want to mess with our guy Steve in San Antonio, but he's not a great red zone play caller. I will give you that. But in general, he is a very good play caller. So I find this conversation interesting that the second their offense has some struggles, it's got to give it up.
Their offensive line stinks.
That is a problem. It is hard to call plays when you can't block.
Were people mad about him calling plays last year at any point?
Only when he called the toss in the Ohio State game. That's it.
I think that there is a Steve Sarkisian discussion, and there's also a philosophical discussion of should head coaches call plays. I think those are two very different, but also intersect, obviously.
Mike Elko calls plays.
I know, and the second they lose games, people will want him to not call it. And my question is, do you believe that Texas is struggling this year because Steve Sarkisian forgot how to call plays, or because it's gotten too much for him?
I don't think so. I think that they made a mistake of evaluation when it comes to their younger offensive linemen because they didn't go into the portal to fill some of the holes they had when they lost really good starters last year. They thought the guys they had were good enough. And this is where I made the mistake in evaluating Texas this year because I said, they didn't go into the portal, and this is a program that always goes into the portal when it needs something. So they clearly don't need it because they know what they're looking for, and they didn't do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think
that's the problem. And now, but that's not a play calling problem. That's a blocking problem.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, you forgot to get your oil changed. It doesn't mean you don't know how to drive. It means you made a mistake in assembling your car. That's kind of my takeaway on this. And I also feel like the mistake of not bolstering the offensive line has had a dramatic impact on their quarterback. And for whatever reason, their skill position players aren't making anything easy. Like their entire offensive ecosystem seems to be off. And like the last thing that I think about is the problem is Steve Sarkisian calling the right plays? And maybe that's just like fans will latch on to something and feel like that's the important thing. I think it's really hard to call really good plays when you can't have your quarterback not get his head knocked off if he stands back there for more than 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, there's nothing you can do to fix this right now. And I think that's the frustrating part for Texas fans, definitely the frustrating part for Texas coaches and players. You can't fix this until the offseason. And so this is going to plague you all year. This will probably be your downfall because, Ari, I don't know about you. I think they're going to lose another game and not make the playoff. So they are going to have to deal with this later.
Yeah. And, maybe next year they will go win a national title. I don't know. That's kind of a look ahead type of scenario because I'm trying to picture like what we're going to say about Texas if they go get 2 awesome tackles in the portal and then Arch comes back and Ryan Wingo comes back. Like you'll be able to talk yourself back into a lot of things. Colin Simmons will still be on the team. Mm-hmm. So they're going to have pieces next year again, but like their offense is just broken from the front. And like you said, it's not a problem that just goes away.
No, it's not a problem that can be solved this season, which sucks when you still have to play Georgia and Texas A&M. But first, let me tell you about Huel, the world's #1 complete nutrition, the Huel Black Edition. Throw the powder in the shaker bottle. Mix it up. and you got 40 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals. They also have the pre-made versions that you could buy at Huel.com. That's Huel. Delicious. It's a full meal. It gives you everything you need. If you're on the go, if you're busy, you don't have time to cook, you get everything you need in one bottle. That's what Huel does for you. Also, we got the Huel Daily Greens, which is a great way to start your day with 42 vitamins, minerals, and superfoods, super greens, adaptogens, lion's mane, mushroom, 4 grams of fiber, electrolytes, and antioxidants. So get the Huel Black Edition, get Huel's Daily Greens, and do it now at Huel.com, Huel.com. Use the promo code STAPLES15 for 15% off your first purchase of $75 or more. So 15% off your first purchase of $75 or more, plus a free gift. And if it is the t-shirt that I got in my last Huel order, holy cow, best workout shirt ever. So Huel.com, Huel.com, use the code STAPLES15 for 15% off your first purchase of $75 or more. But it also sucks when you have to play Mississippi State, because Mississippi State has not won an SEC game under Jeff Lebby yet, and they've been perilously close. They should have won at Florida last week. That was their fault. Whoever decided to throw, whether that was Lebby calling the play or Blake Shapen choosing it in an RPO, I don't know exactly what happened there. But whoever decided to throw, that was incredibly stupid. Don't do that again. When you've got the ball in the closing seconds and all you have to do is kick a field goal to win, center the ball and kick the field goal and get out of there. Winning's hard. Winning is a learned trait. They got to learn to win. That's the next step. So I do think they can be competitive in this game.
Did you steal that from Clark Lee?
No. Maybe I did. Maybe did subconsciously. Maybe I just absorbed
subconsciously. You stole. He said that yesterday on yesterday's show.
Yeah. I know he said. I know he did. But it is.
But I don't know if he stole that from you. Maybe I don't know who said it first. I wasn't.
He certainly didn't steal it from me. I don't know anything about winning. I don't win like Clark Lee wins. So
you have a pretty great life, Andy. You're winning pretty good on your own right. Now it might not
we're trying, but we're no Clark Lee. I got to get that coffee maker he was telling me about.
You got to see that pool in this guy's backyard, though, guys. It's electric.
But this is what happens off the air. Ed Orgeron shows us his view. Clark Lee tells us about the coffee maker. Like we need to have more of the. We'll just hit record and leave it recording from now on. That's the way to do it.
I think that they should be recording when they join the studio, and then it's our discretion what gets put up.
Yes, but we won't embarrass you, we promise. But when interesting things happen, we want to be there for it.
We missed like a 10-minute debate with James Franklin about hot dog stuff. I thought was hilarious, like the way he was.
Where he's carrying his laptop through the hallways of the Penn State football facility. Yeah,
that's what people want to see. We got to show it to them.
Yeah.